Hey guys, welcome to this installment of Mike's Vehicle Vlogs, and today we're going to try to do something a little bit different compared to a lot of other vehicle videos that I've filmed. This is kind of going off of the response that I've seen on the 2003 Pontiac Aztek video that I filmed. This was the Aztek that was designated for scrap. It was purchased at an auction and it ended up going to the scrapyard just because of how poorly the shape and such was. It ran really good, which is disappointing. Hopefully the engine and stuff can be saved in that. But the rest of the car, I think, was just pretty much trashed. So, what I'm going to do now is I decided to try something different, and just because of the response to, the older used cars, the ones that look like they've been put through abuse and all that stuff, it looks like it actually got a lot of good response. A lot of people are interested to seeing these types of vehicles, and I actually I was able to get a bunch of keys for some cars that have been sitting back here that were either just recently traded in and they haven't been gone through any sort of detailing, or don't even know if they're going to be for sale or not. So I got a couple of those in here, and I also have a couple of scrap vehicles too that were also from the auction, and they may not even run, I don't even know. But all the ones that I have here in my hand, I know these will probably run because these were all recent trade-ins. So this will be kind of interesting. So the first one on the list, and this is what actually kind of sparked the idea because it was my own interest, we're going to look at, and no, I am not going to want to buy this one, but this is going to be an 05 Pontiac Grand Prix. So this being an 05, it was the second year for this generation, so a lot of it's still going to have its original quirks, but it looks like it's in pretty beat up shape. The wheels are nice, well, kind of, but I would have loved to have the chrome wheels on this. The headlights are all foggy. Looks like the hood is resting a little bit on the end. I don't know how I'm going to manage to do this. Oh, man. Oh, good, it's open. Okay. So, we'll get in it, and we're going to have to back it out just a little bit. I'm trying to hit this other vehicle here. It's got the original design and everything. Smells like smoke. Looks like they might have actually cleaned this one out, so it might go up for sale. Might be one of the, like a value thing or something, but looks like all the trash is out of it. So that's good. Look, it's got the old gauge cluster. Put the wheel up. It says GP on the steering wheel. No buttons on the spokes from like the one that I had. The steering wheel is not leather wrapped. So this is like this definitely looks more like a basic Grand Prix. So let's see, we have the manual. Wow, back when Pontiac still had this portfolio. Very basic 2005. You can tell that, GM was kind of trying to keep it cheap. So let's go ahead and start it up, kind of see how it sounds. It's got analog, it's got traction control. It's so weird looking at this font because this is entirely, uh-oh, the battery might be dying. I might not be able to get a start on it. And that I am not. Oh, so the battery's dead, guys. Let's turn the air off, turn the radio off. Even the brake interlock is not working. I'll just try it like this. Nothing. Sorry, guys. We're down one already. I'm not going to keep messing with it. But anyway, older cluster. Does have automatic headlights. Like I said, no. Oh, the cruise buttons have their own little stock. I forgot about that. So obviously in mine was an 08. the cruise buttons were put on the turn signal stock. They didn't have their own little thing, so that's interesting. Same CD player that I had. Has the basic message center from the looks of it. Doesn't have the additional 2 buttons here, so that's a basic one. I noticed that the screen's burnt out, as in, you know, they all are. So there's that. Look at these little cubbies here. Mine didn't have this. I don't think mine had this either. Interesting. It's amazing how they kind of change things midway through, you know, the vehicle design and stuff. So no chrome accenting, no place for your sunglasses. I can't believe it's dead. Looks like the door lock switch is broken here. The mirrors are sadly broken on the outside. That one, there's no mirror there at all. Well, let's see. So we'll open up the hood at least. Oh, ooh, this one has gray lettering now. So they did clean it up under here. That's nice. They must not have done a whole lot of the outside yet. The, you know, the headlights and stuff need to be cleaned up. Good engine. Let's see. Looks like it's got a new alternator belt. I didn't even check to see what the mileage is on it. It looks like it's in pretty good shape under there. Too bad I can't back it out so we can see more of the car. The side's kind of scuffed up. Let's see if it'll tell me on the 177,737. So there we go. Alright, well, at least wanted to see how this one ran. But unfortunately today, I guess we are not. So let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be 2003 Chrysler Sebring sedan. So this one is sitting all alone. And this one looks like it's kind of beat up around the edges. Wheels look like they're tarnished. Some scuff marks along the sides. Back's marked up. I mean, the older cars, you put things in and out of the trunk, you're obviously going to have that problem there. Some rust down there at the bottom. Other than that, it doesn't look like it's in too terrible shape. The wheels need a good cleaning. This one's sitting all by itself, so don't know if they're going to keep this one or not. Hopefully this has power. Who knows how long these things sit here. This works. And we have not touched this one. Oh yeah. There's a lot going on in this one. So let's see. Looks like for some reason this is, oh, it fell in. So that's broken. Oh, man. Cigarettes. This thing only has 92,000 miles on it. Too bad it looks like this. This thing will clamp nicely. So they might not sell this one. This might just be going straight to the yard. That's probably why it's sitting over here by itself, because the inside of this thing looks like it's beyond repair. I'm not even sitting in all the way. I wonder if it runs. And it runs. Gotta check engine light though. Alright, so that's interesting. The radio, CD and cassette player with radio data display from the looks of it. It's on air conditioning. Feels like the air is actually kind of cold, so the air seems to work. everything's in there. Maybe. Yeah. I think this is a 2.4. Yeah, 2.4 liter. Doesn't sound too bad. Straw? Oh, what an interesting car. So other than the fact that this thing needs a good cleaning, it doesn't seem like it'd be too bad of a vehicle. Just hitting the wrong button. So this is probably going to be a scrap vehicle. This is from the auction. It's an 08 Chevy Equinox, 144,000 miles on it. Believe it or not, I actually wanted one of these at one time. I thought these were really nice when they first came out. I actually looked at one of these. It was actually an 07. I was going to lease one of these before I bought the Aztec. So this is an LS. It doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape. It's rusting down here at the bottom. Of course, the back bumper's all scuffed up. It's dented in right there. There's a B on the gas cap, so there's probably a nest in there. So we won't be going anywhere near that thing. If it's open, yeah. It's got power. Does it have the keys? Keys probably not here. Darn. Spare tires in the back. The odometer was... Ooh. Actually, I think there's bees all over that car, so we're just going to walk away from that one. Yeah, they're flying out of the mirror now. Well, darn. Okay. So we won't look at this one, but it actually looks pretty nice. You don't see too many of these, but this is a 2009 Ford. I think it's called the Freestyle. But if it's next to that, I'm kind of afraid. Anyway, 123,000 miles. Oh no, this is the Taurus X. That's what this is. So this is when the Taurus, they brought the Taurus name back. They put it in wagon form. So this is also an auction car, 123,000 miles. So, judging from the looks of this side, I don't want to go back on that side, but this one doesn't look too terrible. And I don't know, that's actually a pretty nice looking interior. I like the way it's set up. It's actually not too bad on the inside. 3 rows of seats. There's probably no key in it. So this one might also be a keeper. See, I didn't think any of these ones had keys in them, so. But this is actually a nice one. I like the interior setup. I like the how it looks inside there. It's probably got the Duratec under the hood. No bees. Yep. It's all cleaned up under there, so it might be a keeper. So this one here, I think, is going to be an interesting one, because this is a 98 Ford F-150, and it looks like it's been through all kinds of fun. It is rusting out. I don't think that this is probably going to go to the yard. But you can see it's all faded and paint's in bad shape. I wonder if this was the original color this one came in. But it's all painted over. The tailgate's in the bed. Body is all. So this one's been here for a while. This is one I'm anxious to see if it's going to work or not. Let's see. Has an interesting metallic scent in here. 134,000 miles. Just an AM/FM radio. Does have air conditioning. Vinyl seats. So this was obviously definitely a truck strictly for work use. I mean, the inside doesn't look too bad. I think they might have cleaned, well, yeah, they might have cleaned this one up. But I do have the key somewhere. I wonder if it'll start. And it does. It may have no brakes though, judging from the look of the brake and anti-lock light. Sounds like a pretty smooth running truck though for how kind of condition it's in. Manual windows. Got the Triton V8. .6. Actually sounds pretty good. Sounds real good. Doesn't even sound like the exhaust is that loud either. Interesting. Now we're going to look at the one behind it, or in front of it, and that is an 02 Ford Windstar. I've honestly always been a fan of this generation Windstar, and I thought the Windstars were actually a pretty nice van. We had one for a while when I was younger. It was a 95, so it wasn't this generation, but I thought that this was nice, and I've never actually been in any of these ones before, so doesn't look terrible. There's some rust, real bad rust down there at the bottom of that door. Here, not too bad. Hopefully there's no bees. Let me set these keys down and find the one for the Windstar, which I think is this one. So remote keyless entry. See if it works or not. It's got power, so that's good. Don't know if this one's on the site for sale or if it's going to be. This is an LX trim. tell the seats are worn in pretty good. Let's see. Not fully cleaned, so I don't know what they're doing with this one. I like the dashboard design. It reminds me, it's very similar to what we had before, the first generation, how it kind of sits back. So that's nice. Tire reset, they don't do that anymore. Not that way. CD and cassette, front and rear air. Interesting. Adjustable pedals. Interesting. This is a nice one. Looking cup holders. Middle console. Yeah, there's some garbage still in there. See if it runs. Rear air is on. 121,000 miles. 121,272 to be exact. So this one has a big exhaust leak from the sounds of it. And possibly no brakes also. And that won't budge, so I'm not even going to try to get under there. Let's see. Spare tires also in the back. Captain's chairs, cup holder. Neat. Okay, so I think that's it for this one. What else do I have? I've got one more that I pulled, and it happens to be sitting next to this Aztec that I, again, unfortunately, and I'm very sad that I can't get it. But it's this Volvo XC90, and I think of the tag, from what I've seen, I think it's an 07. So this thing, I don't know if they're going to keep it or what, but the headlights are completely fogged, both of them. This looks like it'd be a nice one too. Looks like it's got leather. Is my tech still open? Yes. So here's the Volvo key, which happens to be broken. And yes, it's an 07. Okay, so this thing's got power. Volvo SUVs always seem to fascinate me. It smells really weird in here. Like, extremely weird. But definitely hasn't been cleaned up. But if it was clean, actually looks like it'd be a pretty nice SUV. She's been through a lot from the looks of it. Oh, it smells very weird in here. I don't even know if I could sit in it. Third row seats. I didn't realize those were in these. Got a DVD system up there too from the looks of it. Nice. Well, let's see if it starts. If I can get the key to stay in place. Key track's not going to help me with this one either. So no airbag from the looks of it. 138,000 miles. Oh, yeah. I mean, other than all this auxiliary jack, other than how dirty it is, it actually needs, I mean, some TLC, and seems like it'd be a pretty nice vehicle. I like the dashboard setup. Check engine light. Does sound like it's running kind of funny. Sunroof. Not bad. Time for regular maintenance. Seems like this thing needs a lot of things. Like I said, don't know if it's going to be for sale or if it's going to the yard. Apparently, oh, there it is. I think, yeah, I got it. Hopefully, again, no bees. There we go. 3.2 straight 6. Yeah, it seemed like it ran okay. It was kind of shaky at first. Probably, honestly, hadn't been driven or started up in quite a while. So that's really all I've got for that one. Time to go put these things away. Alright guys, so there you have it. Just something a little different, checking out some older cars. Kind of surprised at how some of them ran. Both good and bad, actually. So it was a little bit interesting, especially the fact that I almost got stung by a small swarm of yellow jackets, so that's always fun. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. If maybe in a while, if some other interesting things come up, I'll try to group together some more of these cars, and we will maybe do the same thing. So, give it a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. And check out Mike's Vehicle Spotlight, which is my official vehicle touring segment that I post here on this channel. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's content. I will see you guys later, so take care. Whew. It's pretty black. Well, I don't know. That is impressive. Maybe the seafoam's getting down to it.